Hi, Russ of Aquariumex here. Today we're going to weigh some reptiles. Since we don't have any very large reptiles, we can use this kitchen scale to weigh all of them. A kitchen scale like this is available on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description to this particular model, which I've decided I like. It has a couple of different features. This button is not only the power button, but it also allows you to zero out weight that's on it. For weighing small reptiles, you're often going to use a container like a deli cup, something like that, and you don't want that weight to contaminate your reading, and so you just click this button and it zeroes that weight out, not counting it when you put your reptile into the deli cup. You can also switch units from fluid ounces to milliliters to pounds and ounces to grams, and to weigh our reptiles today we're going to use grams. Then we'll put a deli cup here. The deli cup is going to weigh a few grams, so we're going to zero that out, and then we'll put down the little gecko. There you go. All right, let's see. I want to make sure it's right in the middle. Looks like it's stabilizing at 3 grams. Still a very tiny gecko. Not growing quite as fast as we would like, but sometimes that seems to happen with the parthenogenic ones. And now for the older brother, Captain Squinty. Quite a bit bigger. As you can see, that little eye never did develop. But the gecko has definitely grown. It's got a little bit of deformity here in the hip, so we have a special needs gecko, and we'll just keep this gecko forever. Now, going to need a larger container. Weighs considerably more than the other, but no problem. Just zero that out. And now let's see what Captain Squinty weighs. Come on, you can sit right down in the bottom for just a minute. Oh, he doesn't, he's not too excited about that, is he? Here, I'll just do this. Just like that. There you go. About 32 grams. Okay. Make sure that's centered properly. Right around 33. Okay. And now let's see how Tiki, our first crested gecko, weighs in. She's quite a bit bigger than her oldest son, and is a heavier eater. She probably is going to weigh quite a bit more. Let's see if I can get her to just let go of me for a second. She settles down there. There she goes. Oh yeah, she weighs quite a bit more. Looks like right around 40 to 41 grams. And let's weigh in the last of the crested geckos. This is Jake, our Dalmatian. He's not as big of an eater as Tiki. He just doesn't have much of an appetite for crickets. He will eat his crested gecko diet, but he's not even quite as enthusiastic about that as I would like. But so I don't think he's going to weigh quite as much as Tiki does. But he'll probably weigh between Tiki and Captain Squinty, somewhere in there. Yeah, I want to make sure that this is a proper weight. That was around 37, but he was kind of hanging off the side of the container and may have overbalanced it a little bit and changed the weight. Let's see. Around 36. So yeah, between the two. So let's weigh in our largest gecko, Pago. She's our only leopard gecko, and she is definitely the largest gecko that we own. Let's see where she fits in. 76 grams. Pretty good weight for a female of her age. Well, somewhere around 76 anyway. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Skeltal the corn snake. When we started weighing him, I believe he weighed in around 70 something grams, 71, 72, something like that. I'll put some B-roll in here showing his exact weight. The first time we weighed him, he's been growing pretty well since then. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So he's very nearly doubled his weight since we started weighing him back in December. Some of you may be wondering why we're not weighing our mourning geckos. Well, there's a reason for that. This is a fully grown mourning gecko, and as you can see, once I put her in here and the weight stabilizes, we don't even get a reading. They just don't weigh enough to register on this scale. We originally purchased this scale in order to weigh our corn snake. We wanted to make sure that he was getting enough food and that he was growing at a good rate. But weighing can be a good way to make sure that your reptiles are healthy, not just for actively growing animals, but even for adults. Make sure they're not losing weight or gaining too much, that kind of thing. So one thing that we've done is that every month, once we've taken some photographic evidence of the weigh-in, I've just put that onto cloud storage, which automatically provides a date for that photo. And so it's a good record. It takes very little work to do, but it's a very good record that I can go and look back and document the growth rate of our snake. And of course that works for any other reptile or creature that you weigh. If you'd like to start weighing your reptiles, I'll put a link down in the description to the scale that we purchased, as well as some other reptile supplies. Thanks for watching today. I post videos every Friday and Wednesday, all on aquarium and vivarium pets. Please feel free to rate, share, comment, and if you haven't already,
subscribe.
And then click the bell icon so you don't miss my next video.